criticism of the use of objectives. So having discussed aims and objectives for language curriculum design, now we're going to see the criticism. What sort of criticism is there on the use of objectives in a language course? Okay, right. The rationale why we're going to see the criticism that will help us become aware of what other processes we can have to deal with language teaching in the classroom for an efficient language curriculum design. Right. So as we have already seen, like objectives have their they play central role in terms of giving rigor, structure to the course. I mean, they sort of give prescriptive element to the course, because teachers get directions and institutes get directions if we clearly tell. But there is some sort of criticism against the use of objectives in a language course, right? What's this criticism? Okay, so one of the major criticisms leveled against the use of objectives is they tend to make teaching technology fixated, which means, I mean, if we rely too much on the use of objectives, our teaching is likely to become technology oriented, right? So this criticism highlights that if objectives are made an important part of the language course, they give sort of they view education from efficient point of view. If, for example, by efficiency view here, I mean, like, if a teacher can do the objectives well, they are efficient. If they don't, they are not efficient, right? And so overall, this indicates, like, if this criticism indicates, like, if there is too much reliance on objectives, there is risk of becoming more technical or more prescriptive about language teaching, right? So for example, the criticism can better be understood with the help of this example. If objectives are given too much space within the language course, there is a likelihood that they can affect negatively the broader goals of the course. So the broader goals, as as we are doing language curriculum design here as a course, so you might have seen in the course outline the broader goals, and then we've got specific objectives. If, for example, the objectives are given too much space or too much attention, there is a danger that the broader goals of the course could be affected, right? And this is very important to know, like how the use of objectives can affect meaningful or worthwhile learning, right? By meaningful and worthwhile learning, I mean to say, like, if, for example, in a course the objective is to enhance or teach the use of hedging devices to the students, the use of may and might for academic writing purposes, and if the objective is to teach hedging devices, the use of may and might with the help of presentation practice and production method, what about the meaning of this activity? Is it worthwhile to do this activity? What sort of meaning will be there for the students? So by this example, I mean to say, like, if too much focus is given on the use of objectives, there is a likelihood that the meaningful activities might not become a part of the overall course, right? So what this discussion then show that the criticism against objectives is they might, make teaching something trivial, or because it's objective driven, and then if the teacher is too much fixated with the use of objectives, then what about some of the processes and processes or experiences of language learners? By processes and experiences, I mean their learning styles, or their anxiety while speaking in the classroom or outside the classroom. So these are some of the processes or experiences of language learner. So in summary, although objectives help brings rigor and structure to the design of the course, yet there is a criticism, and this criticism makes us aware of how we can become aware of some of the loopholes while designing objectives.